Great to meet you. It's I got one shahada today.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, I did.
MashaAllah.
You know, I had to Google the shahada in Arabic. Like while I said it in English, I'm like, oh, I don't know how to say
You
it.
got a shahada, alhamdulillah. May Allah put it in your mizan. Every good deed they do, you get the reward for it.
What is the secret to giving good dawah? This is a good situation, kind of, but
I feel you. You know what? The secret to giving da'wah is being sincere. See, as Muslims, we're not trying to gain numbers. We're not trying to, like a lot of Christians, they want to get people in, like the Mormons, because then the revenue increases, right? We're not trying to do that. We're just trying to connect people to their creator. Like if somebody becomes Muslim and I never see him again the rest of my life, I'm cool with that, right? Because we don't care about money, we don't care about fame, we care about getting people back to their purpose. And when you're sincere with that, that's the secret. I'll tell you a secret, right? People always ask me, what's the secret to winning debates? And I'll tell you this, it's a secret, but I'll tell you, right? Which is be on the truth. Like, it's not about being a good debater. I'm not a good debater. But when I'm on the truth, it's easy to win because I'm on the truth. So as long as you're on the truth, that's the way to go.
how do you have full conviction all the time?
You know, in my mind, I went through everything. Like I went through the atheist mindset. I went through what if there's no creator. I went through whether Christianity is the truth. And when I got to the Quran, as you did, when I got to the Islamic belief, it was clear that it's the truth. And once you know something's the truth, then all you gotta do is submit. Like me, I've never, ever since I became Muslim, I've never had a doubt that Allah is there and the Prophet's true and Islam is true. So I don't even think about it anymore. I just move forward, right? Nothing can shake me by the will of Allah.
What have you noticed? Because the 1 Minute Podcast is pretty similar to dawah, and that you interact with strangers all the time.
Right.
What's something psychological or like a pattern you've noticed with random people that walk around in the United States?
You know, there's two types of people. One is that are just lost in what you could call the matrix, what you could call the system, or you could call the worldly life, meaning they're like robots. They won't even look at you. They don't want to engage. They're just worried about work, money, party, fulfill lust, never fulfill anything, right? Like what's that? That's worse than an animal. And most people are like that. Like you see a dog, he has children, he hunts, he gets food. That life and the life of the Western materialistic life is the same. But there are people that they're looking for the truth. You can tell by the eyes. The first time you connect eyes with them, you can see, you know what I'm saying, right? You can see that they are sincere. And everybody that's sincere ends up becoming Muslim. Everybody that I've spoken to that's sincere, sometimes not at that moment. I've had people I spoke to and 10 years later they came back and became Muslim. I've had people I've debated, hardcore Christians, videos are online, and then they end up becoming Muslim. If they were sincere, yes. But if somebody's insincere, then you can't guide who you want, Allah guides who He wants.
Do you think they're lying on the census about how many Muslims are in America?
For sure. First thing is, many people, don't even fill out the census, so it's not that accurate. Like secondly, I mean, they were telling us 8 million back 10 years ago, and I don't know how we went backwards, right? And the reality is, like you're in New York, how many Muslims do you see?
There's
right?
a lot more than last time I came.
You go to Jersey, you go to Philly, you go to Chicago, you go to Dearborn, you go to the Bay Area, even in San Diego. When I was in San Diego back in the late 80s, there was only one masjid, then there were two. Right now, there's 30, 40 masajid in San Diego. You go to Dallas, Texas, you go to Houston, right? How are you gonna tell me 3 million Muslims? No way.
There's no way.
At least the Muslims are between 10 to 15 million in America.
And they're lying about that. Why?
Because they know Islam is growing, and if they can show Islam to be less, they can try to marginalize us, right? But the thing they don't understand is in the end, the victory is for Islam to begin with. So trying to push Islam to a side is just not going to work. It's never worked. If they just engage with Muslims better, have better understanding, better building of bridges, we can live peacefully, wonderful, right? But you see France, they're trying to oppress Muslim women, not letting them wear hijab when they want to wear it. It's their choice, but they don't give them the freedom and liberty to choose it. It's just going to be disaster. It's like a spring, you push on it, it pushes back hard. We as Muslims want to live in peace with everybody else, get to know each other, be honest with each other. You know there's Muslims, and you know we're making a big population, and you know we're growing, and the more they try to stop it, the more it's going to happen. Some Islamophobic politician retweeted my video talking about the future is for Islam, and he said, look at these Muslims, alhamdulillah, my subscribers jumped up. So whatever they try to stop us is only going to make it worse. So instead, live in peace.